So what was the idea about Sun City?
Del Webb got hooked up with Boswell. Boswell owned 20,000 acres, and he farmed cotton. But he realized that cotton was taking the water, and he knew that wasn't going to be sustainable.
Yeah.
So he wanted to sell off the land. Well, he went to Del Webb's office.
Yeah.
Del wasn't there, but his president of his company said, "Oh, you probably don't have enough land for us." And he says, "No, I only have 10,000, 20,000 acres."
Yeah.
And he stopped him right there and said, "Let's talk."
Yeah.
So what happened after they decided to do this, Del Webb bought the land, paid $15 million for it for 20 years, and Boswell rented back and paid $500 a year.
Oh,
and
wow.
he farmed because Del would open just a portion.
Yeah.
So when he wasn't building, Boswell farmed, and so they just little by little took over the whole area. And that 20,000 acres was Sun City, Sun City West, and Sun City Grand.
Oh, wow.
So that was a lot of land.
Because we want to sell the premium lots too.
Right.
But they don't build just the fancy houses, they build all of the current models. So you can see a 1,200 square foot house next to a 2,600 square foot house. And that's pretty fun. The bathrooms in those houses, some of them had sunken tubs.
Hey YouTube, this is Think Museums, and today we are at the Del Webb Museum here in Sun City, Arizona. And I'm going to be checking out the history of the city of Sun City, which only accommodates 55 plus and above. So if you are 55 years old and above, you can live in Sun City. It's a beautiful community. It's huge. It's on the west of the valley, west of Phoenix, Arizona. I'm going to check out this museum and see the history of this place. And that's the little museum there. It's right now, it's open. Has image or archives of how the city of how Sun City used to look like. So I'm going in there.
And 4 months later, and here you got Sun City, and the beginning of what changed the nation in retirement living for senior people. So opening day, it was a little chilly, January 1st. They had their coats on. This is their house. This was their clubhouse.
Yeah.
These were places where people could stay if they came to look at houses and to buy houses. This house is about 850 square feet.
This one, yeah,
This
in
one,
a
2 bedroom, 1 bath. And it was $8,500.
Oh wow!
And there were 5 models.
Yeah.
And they are right here. You're here. The most expensive to $11,500. So air conditioning. They had the swamp coolers, but if you wanted the refrigeration, that was an additional $600. If you want to be on the golf course, that was an additional $1,200. So this is on the golf course. And I'm not sure that it actually had the refrigeration in it in those days.
Yeah.
Because people really were only going to come for a few months in the wintertime.
Yeah.
So beautiful Arizona weather, not sure they really needed the refrigeration unit.
So what's the equivalence of that 8,500? What's the
Oh my
equivalence?
gosh. Well, some of these now are in Sun City are probably going for $350.
350, okay.
So and they've escalated, gone up, gone down with the economy.
Yeah.
And they've been up.
Yeah.
And now the economy's falling a little bit, so they'll probably come down. But opening day.
So this was the opening day in 1960?
January 1, 1960. Then they sold 237 homes that weekend. They ran out of sales slips. They had to go over to the Safeway store and get something to write on because they sold so many houses that weekend. They estimate 100,000 people here.
100,000 people. Wow.
They advertised nationally. They had people from all over.
Wow.
And it took them about 5 years. Del Webb wasn't sold on the idea, so he did a lot of research before he put his money into it.
So who was Del Webb?
He was really a builder. Came from California and wanted to be a baseball player. He owned the Yankees for 10 years. But he got here in the late 20s, and then, everything was booming. And then he got caught up in World War II, and he started doing a lot of government contracts. So he was quite the builder and quite the entrepreneur from high school education.
Wow.
I'm not even sure he finished high school. So now this is the house you're in, which is kind of fun to see the advertising. They had a living room and king-size master bedroom, which I'll show you, and a walk-in closet, which was a big deal. So the fountain was right there on the corner. There's a Fry's store now where that was. This was a shopping center. It had everything in it. It had Safeway, it had the barbershop, it had everything you'd need. So people knew that if they bought here, all that infrastructure was here. So, again, we're right here. There's 5 houses. Those 5 houses are still there. The clubhouse, the swimming pool, 9 holes of the North Golf Course. And then these were the restaurants and the places to stay. And you had your choice of colors.
For the homes.
Pink, turquoise, and gold. So it was the time of the 60s. It was a fabulous kitchen. And it was the laundry room and the dining room. There's your laundry room, there's your kitchen, and your kitchen and your dining room.
So in the same area?
Everything was right here. And this was a wall with a window.
Oh, so you prepare the food and...
No, this is right here. This, you didn't go anywhere. This one had a window in it. That's it. This was the end of that house. 850 square feet.
Oh, that's the end of the house?
That's the end of the house in that day in 1960, with a window looking out onto the golf course.
So behind that, you didn't have anything?
No. The museum has, the people that lived here longest did some remodeling.
Oh, okay.
We put it back to the way it would look then, but we expanded in talking about Sun City, and then on the back is Sun City West. So, but this was the end of your house in 1960.
Wow.
And you got your laundry, your kitchen, and your dining room. So when you did your laundry, they were very smart. They went out that door, they went around to the back, and they hung it on a clothesline. Solar drying.
Which year is this? Is this a 1960?
Yeah.
It's a 1960 stove. And the refrigerator too, right?
Yes. Let me open it. Because it's pink. It's pink.
Oh, nice. Lovely.
It still works.
Yep.
You have to defrost it. And these pull in and out.
I think that's pretty, the way they did it, that's better.
It doesn't work all that well, but the refrigerator still works.
It's better the way they did it.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's so, like, I would prefer a fridge like that. You
That's
pull
right.
it, yeah.
You're not having to lose anything in the back, you know, you just pull it out and it's right there. And then this was the breadboard, because back then you made your own bread. So you put your bread out here to cool. And this is a pie cutter. So you had all of your pieces of pie would be the same size. This is an ice crusher, which doesn't work very well at all. We had one. And you like 4 cubes of ice. And if you don't start cranking right away, they stick.
They stick.
And this is a nice feature.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So all your little doohickey jobs can be there. You know, to think that this tile and everything is...
This is tile.
Yeah, it's all tile.
It's better than, tile doesn't, you can disinfect it nicely.
And also the houses were built with cinder block.
Yeah, I like that.
And it kept them cool. And at one time, the union wanted to get more money. And Del Webb said no. So he started building with wood. And there were a lot of jobs.
Wow.
He was a man of
Yeah.
major decisions. I think he was really endeared to this community. He started in 1960. He died in 1974.
Wow.
So he really never saw. And this is the story of the house
Okay.
and what it went through. It was originally pink, and then the people that lived in it painted it white. And the sisters that their grandparents lived here, they paid to have the house painted pink again.
Wow.
John Meeker was, in his youth, Del Webb's golf caddy at the Phoenix Country Club.
Oh,
And
wow.
Webb told him, he says, when you get out of school, you come see me, I'll give you a job. Well, there was the World War, and Meeker went, he came back, got his education, got married. They came and talked to Del Webb, and Del Webb put him in charge of marketing. And then later on, he became president of the company called Devco, which was the development company.
Oh, wow.
So there's the little basics of getting back to what things cost in 1960. And we're doing some research, and we found that there were no fire hydrants in this area when they first built, because we don't know. There was probably a main somewhere where somebody had to get water, but they were built out of cinder block. But back in the 70s, somebody who lived here found out that he could get a reduction on his insurance if they had fire hydrants. So there was a big process of getting into fire hydrants. I want to take you back and show you the hospital, information on the hospital. Boswell and Del Webb joined a partnership. Boswell got 49%. Del Webb kept 51%. Boswell said later on, after everything, Del Webb was gone and everything, he said, they said, what would you do differently? He said, I would get that 1% back. He wanted to be.